Hi, everybody. Welcome to Cover the Spread here for Friday, July 11th, 2025. Hey, if you're new to Cover the Spread, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Make sure you subscribe. Hey, flip on that notification bell. That way you get notified when this video drops and you can grab the best of the number with us. Because, hey, sometimes we've had some of these videos that I know that you want to get notified and grab that best of the number with us because, hey, sometimes that line move is just cost us a couple. So you want to jump on early. As always, we'll get to the cappers, see how we're rolling along here as we head into the weekend slate of action here. Still dog days of summer, looking to smack it out of the park here to start the weekend. Let's head on over to Al to get started. How you doing here, Al?
Well, feeling pretty good. Finally snapped my streak, as I was talking about. Got that win on Wednesday on the Reds, so I'm getting Thursday pending here. Hope we get another one in and keep it rolling through the weekend and beyond.
Definitely. Yep, Thursday pending here for me. It's been a little bit of a rough patch for me in the MLB. But hey, we'll try to turn that around, get you some winners, get on the winning side of things. For me, I don't think so. Let's get to it. Head on over to Ramon. How you doing here, Ramon?
Yeah, pretty good, Rod. We got the last series of technically the first half of the season. We get ready to roll in the All Star break here, so important series for some of these teams for sure. Want to have some positive momentum here. This is where we're starting to separate the teams. It feels like in the standings a little bit. Yeah, the sorry teams they're already done, but those middling teams a little bit. We're starting to know a lot more, obviously now, and we're going to find out a lot more in the second half of the season, which are maybe going to the playoffs and which ones aren't.
Yeah, because there's a pack in that middle there that can, as you alluded to, can go either way. So definitely big series for some teams this weekend. You want to keep yourself in contention and not drop yourself out because it's getting close as time marches on. Crunch time in baseball, as they say. Great. We're looking forward to some minus 500s in the second half of the season. I hope not, because I know that sometimes is a possibility, but hey, we haven't seen it yet. So let's get to today's slate. We're going to kick it off here on Friday's slate. We got the Mets heading into Kansas City to take on the Royals. This is a game I'm looking at. I like this spot here for fading the Mets here. Hey, tough spot for the Mets coming in, having to play a doubleheader, and then having to come in and face a hot Kansas City squad that, hey, they've won a few straight, feeling good about themselves. Hey, they're scoring some runs. That's the biggest thing that is the reason why the Kansas City is winning ball games, because they're winning these games by actually scoring some runs, scoring 4 runs, 9 runs, 4 runs, 4 runs, 9 runs. It's like, hey, when they lose those close, tight games where you lose 2-1, 2-1, it's definitely tough, especially here for Michael Wacha. You look at his last couple starts. Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest starts, but basically his last 4 starts, he hasn't been Mr. Wacha like. But in those starts, you haven't seen him get any run support. In his last 4 starts, he's had a total of 4 runs of run support. They're definitely not going to win you ball games. But I like what I've seen. Kansas City starting to get hot. Smith's team, yeah, they're starting to win some ball games too. But tough spot here. You're going to need Kodai Senga to go deep in this game. As yeah, he has been good for 5-6 innings. But after that, what are you going to get after the doubleheader game from the bullpen going here into this one? Nothing like a good spot here for Michael Wacha to bounce back, and the Royals give him some run support. So for me, I'm going to take a shot here. Value play here with the Royals at a little bit of a plus price here against the Mets coming in to take game 1 of this series. Give me Kansas City in this one on Friday. We'll head on over to Ramon to get it started. What do you like here in this one, Ramon? The Mets or the Royals on Friday?
Yeah, I'm going to have to see how many innings they can get out of Senga returning for his first appearance since June 12th here. So, look, the numbers were very, very solid, obviously, for Senga. He was having a good year. Hopefully for him, it still works out and he's healthy and ready to go. But, Yeah, you mentioned it, Rod. They played a doubleheader against Baltimore, and how are they going to have to pick up for Senga here? But I think his numbers are pretty solid enough. If he's ready to return, I like him to have a good outing anyways for however many innings he can go. You mentioned Waka, good numbers too, at 3.83 ERA, but yeah, not getting that run support. But, Kansas City surprised. They're bullpen just keeps staying steady right now. They're nearly a top 5 bullpen this season, so they've done a real good job. And Kansas City comes in here 17-30 to the under at home. Also, the Mets 20-25 to the under on the road. So also Kansas City often goes under as an underdog, 21-36 here. I know the game is pretty closely rated. Still, I'm going to take the under here in this one at 9 runs with the Royals and the Mets. I know Waka did get tagged last year against the Mets here, but you mentioned even with your pick on the Royals, the Mets have been back to winning here a little bit once the chips got down, I guess. They went on a bit of a run there heading into that doubleheader. I think they'd won 9 of 10. So I'm going to go under, though, here. I want to see Senga get back here and do his thing. I'll take under 9 runs, Kansas City and the Mets on Friday.
Head on over to Al. What do you like here in this one, Kansas City or the Mets here on Fridays?
Yeah, a lot of very interesting numbers to look at in this matchup for sure. I agree on the under as well here. Despite these starters not having particularly good numbers against these lineups, we mentioned Waka's recent struggles, but he did have a 3.01 ERA with a 1.17 WHIP before that little rough patch of his. He was even a sub 3 ERA right before that. So yeah, it's just a little rough patch for him. And as I said, these Mets do see him pretty well here. But again, I think these guys can have decent starts here, and particularly Senga, I think comes out strong. And despite the Royals hitting him pretty well, he's given up 10 hits and 16 at bats, but just 1 RBI. So managed to stay out of trouble for the most part against them, and I think he limits the damage here. I'll take the Mets in the first 5 just to give everyone a different look. But I do like Rodd's look on fading the Mets bullpens here coming off that doubleheader on the full game.
Hey, that wraps up game number 1. Let's head on over to game number 2. We're looking at here. We got the Atlanta Braves taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. This is Ramon's game. He's going to get us started. What do you like here in this one, Ramon? Cardinals or Braves here on Friday?
Well, I saw the Braves hitting a bunch of home runs on Thursday. They must be back. They were smacking home runs on Thursday night while they were playing in West Sacramento. They were playing the A's. So maybe they have turned it around from that crummy losing streak that they've been on and some of their woes here. I don't know if that's going to be the case. The Cardinals are obviously in the midst of a little bit of pressure as well right now with their season here. They're the better team here, even though we're looking at maybe a pick'em game. Cardinals are 5 games over 500 at least, and the Braves are still 10 or so games under 500. They have not gotten it together, even though that's kind of my theme with every time I talk about the Braves. I mean, when are they going to start to turn around? Problem is, on the road, they're not very good. They're 16-29 this season on the road. The Cardinals are getting done at home here, 27-18. Atlanta against Cardinals starter Liberatore, not great, just 3 for 28. Against Liberatore, the bulk of this lineup. Liberatore did win last year against the Braves, 4-1 as he went 6 1/3 innings, giving up 2 hits and 8 strikeouts. It was in the middle of the season, but Cardinals have won his last 3 starts. He's got 3.7 ERA and a 6-6 record. Grant Holmes of the Braves, look, big future for this guy, no doubt about it. Whether or not he needs a haircut, that's not my issue. We don't have a problem with that, Rod, right? Look, he struck out 15 against Colorado, looked good. The Braves better make sure they keep this guy because we know the Braves pitching is in shambles right now. They need to get some guys healthy. I don't even know if they could make a rotation here. So Holmes is having a decent year. I'm still going to go against him here. He is 4-8 this season, but I will note he is one of the bright spots in the Braves better ink this guy and keep him around because they need some pitchers. But I got the Cardinals here in this one at about a pick 'em price. Remember, the Braves do fall to an underdog in this game. They are just 4-15 this season as a dog. So I'm taking the Cardinals, though, here with Liberatore over Atlanta on Friday.
But I will take over. I do agree with Ramon here. I think that they do have the better starter here in Liberatore. The Cardinals do, along with their home field advantage. And the guy that's seen Grant Holmes well in the past is Brandon Donovan. He has 3 hits and 4 at-bats with 3 RBIs against him. So take a shot on him to get us an RBI here.
And for me here in this one, first 5, I'm going to take the under here in the first 5. I think both these starter pitchers do enough to get us under this total. First 5, Holmes, hey, he hasn't been horrible, serviceable wise for the Braves, like what I've seen from him. And Liberatore on the side for Cardinals, I think same thing. He's been pitching pretty well. 2 ERA there as well. So both of these guys haven't given up more than 2 runs in their last couple starts. So first 5, I think you got a little pitcher's duel. After that, the bullpens came in, all bets are off. I know the Braves bullpen hasn't been the greatest either. I believe it's a 50-50 coin flip once you get to the bullpen with the Braves this year on save percentage wise. They haven't been very good at all. There's been way better teams save percentage wise for the Braves. So definitely give me the under, low scoring one early, and then watch out, fireworks happen late in this one. Okay, that wraps up game number 2. Let's head on over to the final game we're looking at here on the slate. This got the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Athletics. This is Al's game. He's going to get a start here in this one. What do you like, Toronto or the Athletics?
Yeah, I know this might look like a little scary price to some, but hey, I'll take it. Max Scherzer here getting the start for the Blue Jays against Luis Severino here in West Sacramento, as we were just talking about this ballpark here. And I expect the Blue Jays offense to keep rolling here. They've been one of the hottest teams in baseball. And why would they slow down in this ballpark here against Luis Severino does have pretty good numbers against them, but your boy Vladimir Guerrero does have 4 hits and 12 at-bats with a home run against him, 2 RBIs there. So look for him to get going. Bo Bichette also hits him well, 3 hits and 9 at-bats against him. So surprisingly enough, it's actually George Springer that can't see him at all. He's just got 3 hits and 31 at-bats, but we know what he's been doing lately, so I think he can maybe start fixing those numbers a little bit, although he's got a long way to go there to make those numbers respectable, but I think he gets it started on Friday. So give me the Blue Jays here to win big. Again, not laying too much juice on the money line, but right around where I want to start looking at the run line as well. So I'm taking the Blue Jays -1 here.
And for me, in this game, I'm just going to take the Blue Jays team total over. All right. Even whatever it's at, my number's 8. I don't think their books are going to mark this thing at an 18 total wise, maybe 5.5, 6, 6.5, even somewhere in that area. But my number's got Blue Jays at least hitting 8. Why? Because in the 4 games we've already seen this year, they've got to that 8 number. 8, 8, 11, 12. They've done nothing but smack up the Athletics in the first 4 meetings we've seen this year. I don't care who's on the bump for the Athletics. Scherzer should get plenty of run support here in this matchup. So give me the Jays team total over in this one on Friday. I don't know where to Ramon. What do you like here in this one? Blue Jays or Athletics?
Yeah, I got a 0. I got these. This will be a 0-0 through 9 innings for sure with these guys. Rod, they didn't play that. That was actually in Toronto. I understand that first season.
Yeah.
That sounds like scores from this stadium. So look, we know the Blues. We know that sometimes Rogers Center can have some runs, but come on, with those kind of numbers that they put up here, I'll go full game over. I can't not go full game over here. Severino, he obviously has never felt comfortable here. His numbers on the road, obviously better here. He doesn't like this place. He's had some complaints. The A's fans are complaining about him, but he's their high-priced pitcher. But still, rough numbers here, 2-10 record overall. I'm sure the Blue Jays will add to those games. You mentioned the Blue Jays runs. The A's had their share too, even though they did get shut out in one of the games. The games averaged 14 runs in that series back in late May, early June. I think they played there. So Toronto 22-18 is a favorite here this season, and also the A's 26-19 in that home park. It's not as solid as you might think, but man, even the last couple of games just feels like you put it at 10.5, there's 11 runs. You put it at 11, they get to 12. It just seems like they just seem to get there right now. So Severino's been having a few issues in these last few games. Give me the over here with Max, looking for a win finally, maybe here against Severino. I'll take full game over on Friday night, Blue Jays and A's.
Hey, that wraps up for Friday's action we got for you. As always, let us know in the comment section below what you think of the 3 games we covered here on today's action. As always, let's get to the quick little recap before we head on out. First game we looked at, we got the Kansas City Royals taking on the Mets. Game I like, take the Kansas City Royals there in that one. Next game we looked at, Ramon's game, we got St. Louis taking on the Braves. He says take the St. Louis Cardinals here in this matchup. And then Al's game, he's got the Jays taking on the Athletics. He says lay it with the Jays, lay the Al special, the -1 there in that one with the Blue Jays. Hey, that wraps it up for Friday's action. Let's smack it into the weekend, make it a winning one, and do what we always do here. You know what that is? Cover the spread!